This game contains scenes of psychological horror. Ba-da-dum bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Tymedust. Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to the Purgatory Verse series of games. So, if you've been following along on the channel for a little while, you know that we've been having a lot of fun and playing some games all set in Purgatory for quite a while on the channel. I think going back October of 2021 or October of 2022. And I think it was 2022, actually, come to think of it. For whatever reason, I thought 2021 for a moment, but no. All the way back in October of 2022, we started up a game called Pitstop and Purgatory, blah. And since then, we've kind of been addicted to these games. We've played through Pitstop and Purgatory. We played through The Painting, which is like a side story about like the family of one of the main characters after she died. We played through Ezerbeth, a side story for a different character. Poetry and Purgatory, the sequel. Guide Delicious, which is a little story about the guide. All of that. I'm kind of enthralled in this series. I've been playing it for quite a while, haven't I? Anyways, today we are taking a look at the newest little side story, Inverse. So basically, this is a little side story based off a character named Sheol Inverse, one of my favorite characters in Poetry in Purgatory. I really can't wait for her to get a route, but this will tide me over for a little while. Anyways, this was made for the O2A2 Visual Novel Jam 2024, which basically, if you don't know what that is, it's basically a game making competition where you can only use one of any asset. Only one being the O2, any asset being the A2. So basically, one sprite, one background, one illustration, one sound effect, one sound file, one voice actor, all this stuff, and only 1,000 words to make your game. So, that's where we're at. We have a little fun little side story about Sheol. Pull up the About page real quick for the credits. Tymedust on writing and programming, Alcinous on artwork and visual design, Scholastica for GUI and user interface, Ariel Graham for the voice of Sheol, because this is actually fully voice acted. Apparently. Koi Discovery for music, free sound SFX, Watson on text effects, and then our list of patrons. Every time I play one of these games, I see my name on the patrons list, and for whatever reason, it kind of makes me a little excited, and I don't know why. Because I always end up doing this little circle over it, like, that's me! I don't know why. But anyways, yeah, I keep rambling about this game. Little pulling back the curtain a little bit. So this is my like third time trying this intro because I just keep rambling about it. And in talking about my rambling, I end up rambling more. I don't I'm just gonna jump into it. I'm using this intro just because I don't feel like doing a fourth one. So we're just gonna go into things, shall we? Apparently we have some psychological horror to look forward to. Start. Oh, here's the music.
Are you ready to continue then?
Oh? I think I'm gonna turn that music up just a little bit. It's kind of quiet. Voice, I would like a little bit louder. That will do, I think. I'm ready.
Your eyes.
Oh? What?
The reason why we're here seems to escape you. Very well. I shall explain it again, as simply and to the point as I possibly can.
Okay. We're basically at a table with Sheol and have no idea why we're here?
All you have to do is tell me words. Any words at all.
Okay.
And after that, you'll hopefully... Then I will do my best to connect them for you.
Whoops, apparently double-clicked there and skipped a line.
And after that, you'll hopefully... Never mind.
Oh, what are you gonna say, though? I want to know.
Let us begin anew, shall we?
Okay. Here after words.
Sublime, charming, sublime, intoxication, spellbound.
Ooh. I like that.
Spellbound, intoxication, sublime.
Okay, don't do that, though. That gets a little rough. So I get to just, like, choose a word? Let's go with spellbound.
Intrigue, intoxication, entangled, glee.
Ooh.
Intoxication.
Let's go with this one. Intoxication? Okay, this is... I'm very curious what's going on here. This is cool. Let's go with passion, I guess. No real reason why. Rapture, bliss, glee, charming. Rapture, I guess? Charming, love, glee, entangled.
Entangled.
Sure. Oh.
Emotional glee. Intoxicated. Blissful. An old soul's rapture.
Oh. That's the whole thing. Did I click glee? I don't remember using glee. I thought I clicked on something else. But Sheol's whole thing is that she's a poet. She's always writing different haikus. So, like, this is a prime example of that. Emotional glee is 5. Intoxicated blissful 7. In old soul's rapture 5. I like this. Oh, if this is this whole game, then I'm happy with it.
These things reflect joy to you, do they not? Perhaps they may yet things long forgotten.
Let's try using spacebar instead. I'm less likely to double-click that on accident.
Perhaps they may yet return. Don't worry. I will help you.
Thank you, Sheol.
Every ounce of my being is at your behest. So please, stay with me.
There's more here going on than just us telling her words for a rhyme. But I don't know what it is.
I'll even take you dancing again, like you used to love so much. I'll endure anything, just as long as you don't give up.
And here we go again, choosing a different set of words. There's
Black.
more to that there.
Passion. Black.
Let's go with black, I think.
Purple.
Black. Yeah.
White. Purple. Entangled. White. Sublime. White.
Let's go with black and white, sure. Do we just keep choosing colors? Purple. I'm fine with it. Red.
Occult.
Intrigue. Entangled.
Entangled.
I kind of want to click occult because it's we haven't seen that word in the selection before. Sure, why not? I'm not sure what that has to do with the different colors.
Wine flowing red. Purple will. Blackened dresses. Dead eyes see white lies.
Ooh. Oh, hold on. I'm curious if the last word option sort of affects the feeling of the poem. Or maybe it takes the selection of words you pick and then goes with one of these, depending on how many of the different colors you picked for one. Because, once again, one of the words we clicked very clearly isn't in here, but the rest of them are. Like red, purple, black, and white are all there. But obviously the word occult's not there, so maybe we in picking all the colors, we made it so that the last word didn't matter as much. But, I actually saw this line right here as part of a promotional thing for this game, and, it, I try to avoid spoilers as much as possible, but I saw this line as a promotional thing, and I was like, ooh.
There were festivities here once.
Oh?
You held court, though your blood was never noble. Why did I always arrive dressed in black? Bright colors would do wonders for my pale visage, you'd claim.
Are we the guide here? A lot of Sheol's background was that she has history with the guide. We don't know the full story yet. But basically the guide rose who was Astrid into the deity known as the Voice. And apparently Sheol was supposed to be the Voice beforehand, so I'm curious if we might not be the guide and we're conversing here. Although, she would never say that about the guide, so maybe not?
The answer is simple. In darkness, I can hide.
Maybe this is before she died and this is like her actual life.
In darkness, there's no need to pretend. From where I can't be seen, my eyes tell me everything I need to know. I belong among the shadows.
Oh. Here we go again. Ooh. I really do like Sheol. Over on their Discord, they have role select to choose your favorite character. And I was kind of broken up about it because at the time, when I originally saw it, I thought you had to pick one. But then I realized, oh wait, no, it says select as many as you want. Okay, and then I just went wild with it a bit. And Sheol's definitely one of the names I clicked, along with Rahel, the Voice, and a little Smiles. Anyways, 13 Intrigue Occult. Let's go Occult again, because it didn't actually pop up in the last poem.
Sublime.
1. Entangled. I think we already used Entangled. Sublime. Love. We haven't actually used Love yet. It's popped up a couple of times.
2.
We used 1, let's use 2 too, or as well. Or did we actually end up clicking 1? I thought we did, but I might have misremembered.
Charming.
Let's click 1 again. Why not?
This sublime embrace deserved, garnered, the occult, spellbound by your charm.
Interesting. Neither of the numbers I clicked up popped up in that one. It's kind of weird how it's choosing which one to use. But actually, I feel like the only word here I actually used was occult, wasn't it? Oh wait, no, I used sublime too. Interesting. I do like these poems, but I'm not entirely sure how we're coming to them at the end.
Once, I felt as if you commanded all the knowledge in the world. But now, you exist somewhere else. Lost among the stars, trapped inside that frail body.
Who are we?
Sometimes rich, sometimes poor. Sometimes a princess, sometimes a peasant. Night and day, ever undisputed in your presence.
I really want to know who we are. Who is she talking to with this? Oh, I really want to know more about Sheol. Push forwards, we'll learn more as we go.
13. Entangled. 13.
13.
Infinity. Infinity. Vereen. Vereen.
Oh, I recognize that word, but I don't know why.
Vereen.
Was Vereen the name of one of your demons? It's capitalized, which makes me think it's a name. So I'm thinking Vereen was one of her demons.
Bereth.
Oh, yeah. Vereen was one of her demons. Bereth or Leviathan? Let's go with Bereth?
So Neelan.
Do I just keep naming demons? Let's just keep naming demons.
Leviathan.
13 and then the name of 4 demons. Okay.
Insecurity, impatience, and blasphemy, all lost to hatred.
Okay. Okay, I'm beginning to think more and more that the words we choose don't actually become words in the poem itself, but actually become like the meaning behind the poem, maybe. Or I don't really know how to say what I'm trying to say. But like, if you pick enough demons, you get a poem about blasphemy.
These strange, yet comforting names.
Okay, maybe it's not changing the poem, but what comes next?
You claim them to be as real as yours or mine.
Oh. We heard the person that taught her about the demons.
Each name, a demon.
Okay.
Each an unsainted representation of something deeper. They are part of me now. Just like I am part of you.
Oh. I'm absolutely loving this, but I'm kind of speechless for large parts of this.
Bedlam.
I'm not entirely sure what that means. I think I've heard that word before.
13. Love.
Let's go with love.
Confusion.
Sure. It was confusion or hysteria. Hysteria or frenzy? Let's go frenzy.
Intrigue.
Entangled.
1, 2. Hysteria. Infinity.
Let's go infinity.
Oh, passionate eyes, entangled, lost, so loving, dreaming of intrigue. Do you remember anything about that man?
Who?
He who shared with you his heart. I was unable to think of him long enough to make a memory. To me, the prospect of romance is bleak, much like life itself. But at the very least, you always set a good example in the way you describe it. I doubt I'll ever experience such sweet comforts.
Are we playing as her mother, maybe?
Nonetheless, I'm glad that you did.
Okay. So that man. And the fact that she's not really going to experience a romance, but this person she's speaking to probably will. That she's glad that she did, rather. Huh. And we taught her about the demons. Yeah, it's... And she said princess at one point, and holding court despite not being noble. My best guess right now would be mother. Maybe sister or something like that, but I don't know.
Infinity.
Let's go infinity.
Frenzy.
Mirage.
Bedlam.
Delusion.
1. Frenzy.
Vision.
2.
1.
A queen's delusion. Nightmarish vision. Mirage. 2 minds in 1 soul.
Oh. Queen's delusion. Nightmarish vision. Mirage. 2 minds in 1 soul.
I wonder what it felt like when reality started to slowly break the chains of your firm grasp. Truly, I find it impossible to comprehend. My mind is everything to me.
The mind is a terrible thing to taste, I believe was a line straight from you in poetry. Oh. So, important person to you who seems to have, my best guess would be some sort of mental illness? Two minds in one soul, slowly losing your reality. Yeah, I'm thinking with some of these word choices and delusion and stuff like this, that perhaps her mother had some sort of mental illness.
Without it, where would I ever escape? If I lacked the means to write, then what role could someone like me possibly play in this world, or even the next? I'm afraid.
Oh, hold on. I have a guess that I feel is pretty solid.
I don't want to be alone.
What was that? What?
Your eyes are moving.
What was that?
Am I upsetting you? You must be afraid too. Tell me, what do you see when you look at me?
Oh.
Do you see someone you once held dear? Or am I just an empty shell?
That's... Oh...
Phobia.
Why is that word doing that? Oh no, it's drawing me in. How well can you see it in the video?
Phobia. Phobia.
Like, you can see that word phobia. It's like glitchy. Also, it's the first time we see it. It's literally drawing me in. I have to click it.
Frenzy. Confusion.
Frenzy. Insanity.
Insanity.
Oh,
Insanity.
Lunacy.
they're literally drawing me in.
Confusion. Hysteria.
There's no gravitational field.
Why are you staring at me?
None of those words had the gravitational field thing going on where I had to click them.
You truly have no idea who I am?
Oh,
Does my poetry not bring you any relief at all? I was so certain it would work. That connecting words would introduce balance to your chaotic mind. Even perhaps slowly healing it, unlikely as it may sound. Was I naive?
Am I simply spoiling what little time you have left?
Yeah. We are an important person in her life. My best guess right now is still Mother, who I was thinking something along the lines of schizophrenia, but perhaps something more akin to Alzheimer's or dementia. Some sort of mental illness that's affecting our reality pretty badly so that we don't even recognize her anymore.
Please, don't look at me like that. Please, stop.
Can you still hear me? Girl.
I have to.
Hysteria, frenzy. 2.
2. 1.
Pale dress.
Pale or dress? Let's do pale. Little.
Yes. It's me. Then, do you remember?
That little girl. The pale one in the black dress.
You fell silent again. Where did you go?
Two.
Bloom.
13.
Danger. Another distorted one.
Confusion. Shade.
1.
Confusion.
Obscure.
What?
This is getting heavy. Like, I can feel like a physical weight weighing on me flying through this as we go.
Is that truly what you see? But it's me. It's Sheol.
You know who I am.
You know I am no danger to you.
I'm not sure if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it felt like it's you know who I am. The whole screen went just a little bit darker.
So please, don't use those words.
Oh,
Come back. Please, come back. Won't you look at me? Look at me one more time.
I can still help you. I know I can.
So, please.
oh, yeah. Screen definitely got a little bit darker when that line happened.
Confusion. 2.
2. Infinity.
1. Confusion. Bedlam.
I haven't picked it yet, so Bedlam.
Hysteria. 13. 1.
13.
Hysteria.
Frenzy.
Confusion.
We're running out of words. Confusion.
Hysteria.
Hysteria.
1. A girl of 13. Man. Woman. Infinity. 2 must not be 1.
Oh.
You warned me so many times. Admittedly, I seldom listened. I believe in making my own mistakes, grave as they may end up being. I'm sure you'd agree. Were you still able to?
Hmm.
You don't blame me, do you? For wanting to forge my own path?
Oof.
Frenzy.
This is very... It's literally a physical weight on my shoulders right now. It's so beautiful. It's so it's the term is morbidly beautiful, right? Where something is so dark and so gloomy and so sad, but you can't help but embrace the beauty in it as well, or see that it's there. That's... I'm literally at a complete loss for words right now. Confusion. Frenzy.
Bedlam.
Hysteria. Final words.
Frenzied and confused, stricken by hysteria, this inner bedlam.
Before I actually click through bedlam, I know I've heard that word. What does that mean again? Helps if you spell it right. A scene of uproar and confusion, or an institution for the care of mentally ill people. That's the archaic meaning. Whether or not archaic means 19th century when Sheol was around.
It's been difficult. Watching that disease slowly tear you apart.
Yeah, I got part of my guess correct at least.
Does my own future hide a similar fate? My ability to think, talk. Right.
Oh no, I think I know part of Sheol's backstory now.
All that which makes me me. Should I expect it to slowly wither away? Don't worry. I would never leave your side. No one should endure this on their own. And I pray that when my time comes, then I won't be alone either. Speaking honestly, I can barely bear the thought of it. Of you, of me, of everything we shared, of everything you taught me. Losing it all to the sands of time would mean death. No. Worse than death.
There are certain fates that are worse than it, indeed. And to lose oneself, I fully believe, is.
I miss you.
Murder.
Stab, knife, kill, knife, stab, murder, stab.
Oh! Okay.
Wait. You can't mean. Stab, stab. Murder. Stop! I'm not a monster! Stab, knife, stab. Please! Don't do that!
Oh.
Knife.
Oh. Oh. So, two of my guesses were correct. Her mother had mental illness. That part was true and was losing her reality and herself. My mind envisioned a very different dark ending there, honestly. To be continued in Poetry and Purgatory. Okay, game, okay. Okay then. I'm curious what that said. Honestly, if that was actual words just distorted and said backwards, it wouldn't surprise me, but I have no idea. But game. My thought process for what might be Sheol's backstory here was that indeed she did end up with the same mental illness and did not want to lose herself at a later date. And thus didn't let herself get to that stage, shall we say. I thought she might have ended her suffering herself at one point before she died. Wasn't expecting that ending. Yeah, game. I knew this wasn't ending well. Sheol is in purgatory right now, but still, I guess that's the end of that. We've now got to wait for our next, for our next update to come out. If I remember correctly, they were shooting for a, I want to say late July, if I remember correctly, or it might have been August. They were aiming to have the next update released in one of the two, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I can't find that again. Let us see. Was it part of his? One moment. Okay, I can't actually find what I was thinking of anymore. So it's possible that I'm just completely misremembering something I read. Or it's possible that I read something that said the Purgatory verse would be coming back in like July and they were talking about inversed. Either that or I just can't find the thing I saw again. All are very likely. My brain does weird things, so it's pretty likely that this thing never existed in the first place. I wish my brain worked. Anyways, yeah, we're done with the Purgatory verse until the next update for poetry, I think, whenever that may come. So for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and I hope to see you next time. So, without further ado, take care, everybody.